I'm a gamer, not a doctor. Welcome everyone to Icarus Alien Vanguard. And I'm going to get you to sick bay because you have medical problems, and I'm going to cure you of your disease. The only prescription is playing more Doom. Don't worry, I recommend a dozen. I recommend like 8 maps a day, 8 to 9, give or take, depending on how many secrets you have that day. Roughly about an episode a day, I'd say, is what I mean to say. It's kind of like how a month isn't always 30 days, but I'd recommend something for a month. It's kind of like that. Are we all sick today? No, but look at all my supplies. I've furnished you with thousands of potions and thousands of helmets. You want to keep your head safe? You stack helmets upon helmets until you become the superb helmet man. Many helmets. Many helmets. Enough to make a dark helmet. And then you can defeat the Lone Star. As long as he doesn't strawberry jam your communication systems, then I think you're fine. But look out for Mog, who is a half man, half dog. All action. He's his own best friend. And that's why you can trust him. Supposedly. Oh right, we have skull guys. I didn't remember them showing up yet, but hey, here they are. Look at our beds. Yeah. Is there like pre-dead enemy corpses already? That's cool. I normally see pre-dead like corpses of Doom Guy or his associates there all. So that's kind of a pleasant surprise. Yes, I'm gonna have to land onto the bed instead of climbing the bed because that's stupid. The cool way is to jump into the bed from the window. That's the cool way. That's how we do it, my friends. Shoot him. Shoot him, Tusley! And then... I keep getting surprised by the soundtrack. Because, I've just never heard it. It's kind of like when I go to someone's random SoundCloud album, I'm just like, I know nothing about what this person does. And then I listen to it, I'm like, a pleasant surprise. What do you call it? It's like when you just listen to a new song for the first time, you're like, why does no one know about this? And the real answer, most of the time, is that people are going after what's popular because it would take them too long to try to understand what it is they like about music other than other people like it, so they're just going with the crowd. But I think I have some idea of what I like. I just can't exactly describe it. In terms of music, I mean. Like, I'll know when it sounds good. I'll know when it sounds good in a genre I like, or even in a genre I dislike. I can tell you if it sounds good in a genre I dislike. Like, say, what's an example of a genre I dislike? I don't know necessarily. I mean, I don't listen to modern rap, but I mean, like, there's old school rap that's fine, So I can't give you an example. I just know when I think something doesn't sound right. All right, I recognize all the garage band rock like facsimiles. So, if something sounds off or it sounds like a MIDI driver from Japan's Sharp X1, I'll be like, no, that doesn't seem right. You're doing something wrong, I think. Sorry, I cannot like this. Or what if it's music that seems interesting, but I don't want to just be like, yeah, this is my favorite thing in the whole world, because I don't think liking something is binary. And then I just have to be awkward and then either like follow you because I might want to hear more of your music without actually liking it, and I don't know how to feel about that. I still feel like social media is really new as a concept, but I realize it's not, or rather our medium to do so is, but not the actual method in which one should socialize. So, since I'm always struggling with that, I just had to try to put myself in someone's place. Be like, how would they do this? Or how is it okay? Or how isn't it okay? Which I've wondered about since childhood anyway, so it's not like I don't know about certain things that I should or should not be saying or doing. Because I care about you guys. You're like family. I don't know. Hopefully... the Game Wolf plans to have Game Wolf Cubs. Or wolf pups. Yeah, we'll have the gaming pups That's right. Because the true sign of a the true sign of spiritually being a wolf is being like the most badass dad ever to exist, or at least a knowledgeable one and friendly one at that, a protective one, we'll say, one that doesn't neglect. You know, the ideal father, not like the nuclear family father. Although there's some good aspects of that, namely in that, in whoever that was, represented. What was that movie? It was like, was it Death of the Salesman? No, it was. I'm trying to remember. It was set in like. It was set in like. I think it was set in the Reconstruction era, and the guy was like the lawyer for the African American slave at that time, even though he shouldn't have been a slave or whatever the fuck. You know, people are like, "Oh, it's because he's black," and he's trying to defend this guy. I just remember the actors were good. Especially... That's right, Gregory Peck, that's who I was trying to remember. Okay, yeah. When I think of the ideal, like, father figure, I think of the people Gregory Peck has acted as. Or at least relevant to that time period, which was not the period that was set in it. For his time period, it was, like, quintessential. Like, how you imagine a 50s dad to have, like, a smoking pipe, but it's not in the, like, disturbingly naive way. You know, because there is a good side to that. We just don't know where to find it. And I like to take the good out of the obviously bad things if possible. I do that with a lot of people, giving them more credit than they're worth, but sometimes I feel like if I give people credit they're worth when they don't deserve it, and then they like become better people for it, I feel like I've done a service. I want to take the people who are on the wrong side of the tracks and bring them over. Like I've brought over myself. I like to say I brought over myself, but I'm sure a lot of people like contribute to it. Or rather, I wasn't necessarily on the wrong side of the tracks. I just didn't know where I stood. So I was a fence stander, not sitter. I was standing on the fence. I do not sit like that. I'm a fence stander. I'm a fence starter. I'm a fire starter. I start the fire. We didn't start the fire starter. It really is gradually going up. Where is car number 41? It is somewhere. That means the next level's gonna be teleporting off to a planet again. Hooray. Isn't that always the way? It sure is. Y'all sick yet? I'm not sick. I'm sick of y'all not doing shit. For my IVAs, I put in my IV. I put the applesauce in my blood. I'm like, I taste applesauce. Somehow without using my taste buds. Seriously, try it sometime. If you're hospitalized, you get an IV and you're hungry, but you don't have the capacity to eat, they'll be like, yo, can you nutritionize my IV? You'd be like, yeah, what flavor? And you're like, applesauce. And then you feel the applesauce in your veins. I'm like, this is great! See you next time.